I'm feeling frustrated and anxious. You are enough just the way you are. Stay positive. Stay positive. Stay positive. Hi guys, and welcome once again. So in today's video we are going to talk about a very big industry which is trending and also which is equally toxic. So yes, I wanted to promote one product. So yes, I have been using this face wash, Garnier Vitamin C face wash, which has reduced my acne, improved my complexion, and also it reduces oil. So yes, I highly recommend to you all this face wash. Yes, the self-help industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. It produces $3.3 billion per year. Like, in many forms, self-help articles and data come, whether in blogs, whether on videos, podcasts, seminars, books, gifts, affirmations, etc. So yes, some of these movements are good, but there are many things which they teach are falling short. So yes, let's start. So self-help basically means the art of helping ourselves. While this may sound harmless, it, if used excessively, can cause more harm than good. So yes, the first problem within the self-help is toxic positivity. So yes, in most of the self-help books they will tell you to have good vibes only and to stay positive all the time. While it is extremely important to stay positive or look at the brighter side, most of the time, every time it's not possible. We cannot say don't cry or stay positive when someone who you love dearly dies, or when you fail. You cannot say immediately that yes, good will happen, stay positive and all. In fact, this may lead to more depression and burnout. Toxic positivity is very, very growing in the name of optimism, and this is dangerous. Humans are multi-emotional animals, and yes, it's okay to feel bad. It's okay to take breaks. It's okay to have some negative views. In fact, too much positivity can lead to many problems. So yes, 90% of the time stay positive, and while the remaining 10% having negative emotions is okay. The second problem within the self-help movement is toxic productivity and burnouts. The productivity culture, lots of tips, have timetables, have routines, bring this, do that and all. While these may sound harmless, relying on them is harmful. And yes, you should have a flexible timetable. Having routines or being productive is not wrong. But if you are being productive, if you are working all day without any rest, without any self-care, it is wrong. Now, a that girl trend started, and also in the religious version, it started that Christian girl and all. While these trends are not wrong, our goal is to we are not slaves of the productivity culture or our timetables. Our timetables are our slaves, and yes, you're not less disciplined if you don't follow the trends or if you don't have that perfect routine. Like those Instagram influencers, even they are not perfect. It's okay if you not drink matcha and you drink tea. It's okay if you not have those latest journals or latest tech gadgets or latest fashions. You're not called to be that Christian girl or that girl or any kind of tetrad wife trend. We are called to be like Christ, which yes, toxic productivity leads to burnouts and mental health problems like anxiety, depression, stress, addictions, etc. So yes, having a rest for a while in this productive world is perfectly okay and good.
You can see how the concept of self-care has been conflated with buying more and more. This is toxic.
The third problem is comparison to others. People, often girls, compare with each other, and yes, because of this, lot of pressure happens. Now, okay, comparing yourself sometimes is instructive and okay, but yes, how can she be perfect and all? And many a times self-help fuels it, or it tells you to not compare yourself to others, just be yourself and all, which may lead to the ignorance of some of the major problems. Just the way toxic positivity ignores the major problems because it gives bad vibes, this can also happen. So yes, instructive comparison is extremely important. We have to make a room for improvement in our lives without being toxic. And facing the problems is true self-help. The fourth, this is the most important thing, is the lies of the self-help culture.
Many affirmations and also lies are being sold by these gurus who are engaged in many controversies.
Since the 1960s and 1970s, self-help industry started booming and it sold many lies. These are the lies of self-help culture. Live your truth. Live your truth means that your truth is only truth. What you believe, what you think, the way you perceive is true, which is wrong. It might cause problems. Believing in false things, promotion of false things. We have to rely on a subjective truth, not my truth or your truth. The second lie is you are enough. You are not enough, and that's okay. Many pop culture tells us to love yourself, self-love is enough, but they themselves are so depressed. Why? Because they rely on the self, and yes, self is not enough. Period. We are fallible human beings. We will fail, we will fall short, and that's okay. God is enough, and yes, we have not been created enough so that God will provide us. We will rely on God. Christ is enough, so stop trying to be perfect. It is most important, and in our life we will have failures and good things also. So yes, it is a bumpy road. Life is a bumpy road. So yes, it's okay, man. We learn from our mistakes. You do you. Now the trendy narcissism is growing. People are telling us to put yourself first. Another lie. Put yourself first always, no matter what happens. No matter what harm happens to that other person, put yourself first. This is an extremely dangerous ideology. It's okay to put yourself first sometimes. But if we do this always, we are being selfish with others, and this is dangerous. We are breaking our relationship. Often self is the cause of breaking our friendship. It is the cause of sin, especially of Satan himself.
You can see how toxic positivity and self-love culture has resulted into narcissism and selfishness.
Just be authentic. Now yes, we are called to be authentic. We should be ourselves. But this does not mean that we try to promote or endorse any kind of wrongdoings. We have to be authentic, but sometimes you have to understand that we cannot show our true selves always. So yes, stay true to yourself is not applicable always. So yes, these slogans might sound good, but many a times they are dangerous. Self-love culture is toxic. Now the movement teaches many good things like self-compassion, taking care of yourself. But take self-care, self-love, self-help is not enough. They are not going to satisfy us completely. They might satisfy us temporarily or up to some extent, but not completely. So yes, relying on self is dangerous. So yes, we have to rely on God.
Who read these?
Matcha, yoga, exercising, goals, dreams, cars, money is not going to satisfy you at the end. Only God will. Self-help is toxic. Now, the biblical view of self. So yes, some people think that we should ignore ourselves completely, but it's not the case. We have been created fearfully and wonderfully by God. So yes, we should love ourselves normally. We should take care of our well-being. We should pursue our dreams and all of these things. Even though chasing our dreams is not always gonna satisfy us. But even though we take care of ourselves, our goals should be pointing, our actions, our deeds should be pointing to Christ and not us. So yes, we should be focused on God and loving others and not ourselves. And yes, loving others is much better than loving yourself. You one lie, you cannot love others until you love yourself. This is wrong. This may lead to selfishness. You can see many people are being narcissists. So yes, let's display sacrificial love without us being bold. Now, how to view self-help? We should rely on the books that teach many good motivational things, positive mantras, etc. But repeating these affirmations and all things is not enough, and we should beware of the new age things like law of attraction or manifestation, because yes, God is in charge of our destiny and not we or our planets. So yes, we should not rely on the dangerous teachings, and instead we should rely on sound truth. Also, we must understand that self-help is not enough, and every time we cannot help ourselves. It's okay to fail. We learn from our mistakes. It's okay to take help from others. It's okay to fail sometimes. So yes, be focused on yourself, take care of yourself, consider your well-being. But remember, you're not the perfect you are. The way you are, you have to improve yourself. You're not perfect. So thank you guys for watching this. Hope you get exposed of the self-help industry of toxic positivity, self-enoughness, self-reliance, etc. and instead rely on God. Bye.